getting ready for our first session. And listen, I have the honor of, Brad, y'all can bring it down a little bit. I have the tremendous honor of introducing this brother right here. This is my brother for real. Me and my brother, Reginald Ward. Give God some praise for my brother. I gotta let him know who you are, y'all. Because this is the man right here, y'all. This is the man. I instantly gravitated to my bro. Always messing with calling Pastor Reggie. Right? It just sounds like Pastor Reggie because it got the same ring to my age. Do the same to your age, Pastor Reggie. Sound right? But I instantly gravitated to him because I saw the heart that he has for God. Reggie wasn't chasing a platform or anything like that. He has a genuine heart to serve the Lord. And it was a blessing to see somebody my age that was chasing after Jesus the same way I was, or even more. I was like, man, I didn't get myself together. And I saw Reggie. Reggie loves the Lord, and he has influence, man. He knows how to be a leader, and people that follow him and his crowd, his friends, they look to him and they flock to him, and he uses his influence to influence others to live for God, man. So we could just all stand over the place and honor my brother.
Good morning. I'm excited. Y'all see. Let's get comfortable. You got it. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that warm introduction. I definitely appreciate that, my brother, Minister Andre Crouch. First, before I do anything, you always got to honor where you are. So I definitely got to honor the Bishop, Bishop Andre Crouch and Pastor Mark Crouch. You know, this opportunity, I don't take it lightly to share. I don't take it like, it's not a small thing. I take it very, very serious. And I also want to give another round of applause to my brother, Minister Andre Crouch. We met, it's funny, like, in today's time, like, you meet on social media, and like, that's not like a wicked thing to say. It's like legit, like how you meet people these days. Like, we really met through Instagram. The story behind it is a little funny, but that's too much time. We don't got time for that today. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited for a number of reasons. You know, I had a thought this week, and you know, like sometimes I'll be anywhere and God will just like download into me. I could be on the train, I could be talking to a friend, and what I've been thinking about is just like how to overcome the barriers that we have in our life. You see, a number of us in here today, we struggle with self-identity. We struggle with comparing ourselves. Most importantly, we struggle with seeking God on what it is He has for us. You know, and today, I got a few moments, so I want to just share with God has shared with me. So, I'm going to read Jonah chapter 1. The word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of Amittai. Go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me. But Jonah ran away from the Lord and headed for Tarshish. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound for that port. After paying that fare, he went aboard and sailed for Tarshish to flee from the Lord. And the Lord sent a great wind of the sea, and such a violent storm arose that the ship threatened to break up. All the sailors were afraid, and each cried out to his own God. Let's skip down to verse 7. Then the sailors said to each other, "Come, let us cast lots to find out who's responsible for this calamity." They cast lots, and the lot fell on Jonah. So they asked him, "Tell us, who's responsible for making all this trouble? What kind of work do you do? Where do you come from? What is your country? For what people are you?" He answered, "I am a Hebrew, and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land." This terrified them, and they asked, "What have you done?" They knew he was running away from the Lord because he had already told them so. The sea was getting rougher and rougher, so they asked him, "What should we do to you to make the sea calm down for us?" "Pick me up and throw me into the sea," he replied, "and it will become calm. I know that it is my fault this great storm has come upon you." Instead, the men did their best to row back to land, but they could not, for the sea grew even wilder than before. And they cried out to the Lord, "Please, Lord, do not let us die for taking this man's life. Do not hold us accountable for killing an innocent man. For you, Lord, have done as you please." They took Jonah and threw him overboard, and the raging sea grew calm. At this, men greatly feared the Lord, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord and made vows to him. That reads the word of the Lord. You know, growing up, when I wasn't playing sports, TV, I love watching commercials. And I remember this one commercial vividly. It was a guy, and he was walking around, and he would be in the woods, he would be maybe in snow, he would be maybe a construction worker. And he would ask one simple question: "Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?" Now, a lot of you laugh because you're familiar with that commercial. That's the Verizon commercial. But what he was trying to show was that Verizon is the most powerful network and that you can always rely on that. I'm going somewhere, stay with me. I'm going somewhere, stay with me. And I believe that in this season, God is saying, I'm the most reliable network, and you always be able to hear me. Can you hear me now? So in our text here today, God gave Jonah instructions to go to Nineveh. And Jonah had his own plan. See, the first thing is when God gives instructions, it's always clear. It is always direct. Like, God is not the author of confusion. You'll never be confused when God gives you a word. And the thing is that a lot of times, we're still good. And a lot of times, we like to have our own plan. He ran away. God said, "Go preach to Nineveh." And what did he do? He went to a boat. And in that season, I'm going somewhere, stay with me. In that season, he went to a boat. And God sent a storm. A storm. And while I was reading the word, God really spoke to me. And one of the things that he dropped on my screen was that when you disobey me, the people connected to you suffer. Because in the boat, people who had nothing, like it was none of their business, they suffered because of their disobedience. So I want to pose a question. What areas of your life are people suffering because you're not being obedient? What areas of your life are people going through because you're not doing what God's called you to do? You haven't started a business yet. Pastor Cornelius last night talked about nations needing us. This is the sad part about it. Most of us in here, we know what God's called us to do. We know. Like, we know. But do we do it?
You gotta say it.
Do we do it? No, see, because the problem is we're not being obedient, Dre. I'm trying. We're gonna break these barriers today. We got some barriers to break. We're gonna break them. We're not. We focus too much on our plan. And I said this last week, I was in North Carolina. The hardest thing to do is to surrender what you had in mind. Surrender what you had in mind. That's the hardest thing to let go of. Your own plan. He wants to do things his way, but because another thing is we're too selfish. That's another barrier that stops us from reaching our purpose. Selfishness. He had his own plan. So because he had his own plan, he said, "You know what, God, you told me to do this, but bro, I'm going another way. I'll see you later." So deuces. He said, "Man, forget this." And he calls the storm. He calls the storm. And I just posed that question. I want to know what areas of your life are you not being obedient in? How many of us, if I can take a quick poll, how many of us in here feel like we know what God's called us to do? That's just about most people in here. So why are we not doing it? Is it you just said you know. So why are you not living like God's called you to be?
Come on, man. Come on, say it.
We're going somewhere. Stay with me. Stay with me. And I believe another barrier is the inability to hear God's voice. Who are you walking with? Are you walking with people of godly counsel? Are you receiving godly counsel? Or are you just leaning on your own understanding? When the Bible says lean not.
That's right.
Lean not to your own understanding, but what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We lean to our own understanding, right? That's what we do. That's what we do, and we can't do that. That's a barrier. And the thing is that I can't teach anything that God doesn't take me through. I got barriers. Can I be transparent? Can we really dive deep? See, some of my barriers are procrastinate. I'll know what God's called me to do, and I'll just, I do it when I feel like it. But you gotta put that back. What's the root? What's the root? It's always a root to everything that you do. What's the root to it? See, my root, this is gonna be a blow. You gotta, the number one barrier is ourselves. It's the person who looks in the mirror every single morning. I really don't believe everything inside of me that a lot of barriers are external factors. I believe it's us. We're the person that's stopping us from getting everything that God calls us to be.
Yeah.
Every morning. So I went through a season of my life where like I knew God was calling me to preach and teach the word, and I would be like, I'll read the word tomorrow. Then tomorrow I'll read another day. But I got to a point where I was so binded up in just other things, and God was trying to get my attention. He was asking, can you hear me now? I would be placing people coming to me and say, hey man, I see you doing this, and I'd be like, I can't run away from my own plan. I can't escape God's plan, something to say. I can't escape God's plan. That's a barrier. Surrendering what you had in mind. Surrendering what you had in mind. And I just implore you today, I came today on assignment. I wish I had something better to say, but you gotta surrender what you had in mind. If I could beg you, you gotta let go of what you want to do. You gotta submit. See, a lot of times in society today, we're plagued because we're looking at everything else, audience. We look at likes. We look at fame. We look at fortune. And we equate it to success. And that's not God's success. That's not what God deems success. You feel me? That's not what God deems success. And another thing that I want to dive into is God. God is like a GPS. It's like a GPS. He already has your destination set, the time of arrival set, but it's your lack of obedience that delays that. And when you delay that, the people connected to you suffer. Because you're over here doing this, and God is saying, no, I didn't call you to that job. I want you to work here because it's a person that you're going to meet there right now. They're struggling with depression, and you got to speak a word to them. But you're saying, no, God, I want to work at Microsoft, and I want to do that. But God is saying, no, I want you over here at this startup because there's a person there that you're going to touch, and you're going to change the trajectory of their life. And once again, what you call it then, your plan. And God is trying to get your attention. Can you hear me now? Who are you walking with? Who are the people that you disclose your deepest thoughts to? And are they giving you godly counsel? Are they telling you God's word, or are they just giving you worldly advice? I see. We going somewhere. But no, I came here today, guys, because I really believe that in this season, God is really trying to get your attention and say, can you hear me now? And then one of the other things that I really want to dive into is that you got to get to a point. Pastor Lily said this last night, and this is how I knew that what God put on my spirit was one time. You got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, aside from the word, you just got to get to a point where you say, enough is enough. Like, I love this song by Jonathan Reynolds, Cycles. Son, I can't sing. That's not my ministry. But we keep going through these same cycles over and over again. These addictions, these relationships, these bad friendships, and they're just holding us in a bind. It's like it's almost like a web, like that caution tape. It's just like you're all just tied up. And God is saying, release it. Release it to me. Let go. Let go. I know another area of my life that sometimes I struggle with is frustration. I struggle with just being frustrated. Like, it's easy to get up here and speak a word, but what about on Tuesday when your boss offends you? He says something smart to you. Are you going to respond? I know me. Once again, I'm being transparent. It takes a lot for me to respond. Sometimes I'm an easygoing guy, but I got a fire inside of me, and some days I just want to snap. You feel me? I know. I can see it. You got to leave too. I can see it, and that's a barrier. Offenses are a barrier. Do you always respond to everything everybody says? That's a barrier. We gotta break that. We have to break that, because I heard this from Pastor Keon Henderson a few weeks ago, and he said, in order to get to the next dimension of your life, you have to let people offend you and do nothing. And that struck me to the core. Matter of fact, the next day, somebody offended me, and I wanted to snap back. I was like, oh, man. Oh, man. Like, I gotta say something back. That's not God's way. Love your...
Go ahead.
Love your enemies. That's a hard concept, right? If somebody talking about you, you're gonna want to go off. But one of the things that in this text about Jonah that I really was intrigued by was that God still provided a way. When they threw him to the sea, he commanded a well. He provided a well, and he kept Jonah safe. So though I do say that we have barriers, God's gonna provide a way for you. You gotta get out of your own understanding. See, a lot of times we operate under our own understanding, and that's another barrier. Right now, I work sometimes, and I'm like, God, I know you probably do this. Why am I still doing this day after day after day after day? But I'm operating under my own. And then the Bible says, lean not to your own. And I implore you today. I want us to get past the barriers, because I believe that each and every one of you inside of here, God has called you to do something bigger. Bigger and better than you can ever imagine. So I do want to give you practical tips. One thing sometimes about church that can be redundant is we don't give practical tips on how to do things. Like we don't teach enough sometimes. So I want to share a few practical tips. The first thing into breaking the barrier into your purpose that I would say is one. Now, you start with faith. You gotta pray to God and ask Him to reveal, God, what are some of the barriers in my life? What are some of the things that stop me to become what you called me to be? I did that. At the beginning of the year, I fasted 21 days, and I said, God, I really want you to show me my areas of weakness. That's when you showed me procrastination. That's when you showed me laziness. But then from there, you got to go from the point of seeking it to once he gives you the answer, to accepting what the answer is. And then once you go from accepting there, you go to the next step, which is breaking it. And I said, God, I need to break these barriers of procrastination and laziness. And lo and behold, I got a job right now. I have like a 16-hour day. So I'm up at 5 a.m. I get to the train station at about 6. I commute for about an hour and 20 minutes. I get to work about 7:45. Work from 8 to 5. Get home, commute another hour and 20, 30. Get home 6:30. Then go work out. By the time I work out, eat. I'm at probably like 10, 11 o'clock. Then I go back to meeting. I have no room for procrastination. And that sucks. I'll be honest. That can suck because some days I just feel lazy. I'm like, God, today, can we just do this tomorrow? Can I study my word tomorrow? Like, can I just go to sleep tonight and just give me a good meal? But God shut everything out of me. And He encouraged me hard. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you gotta get from your place. Once you see, get the answer, then you have to be ready to ask for the action steps. What are the next steps so I can break these barriers? So that's the first thing. 2, if you have a vision and you're not acting on it, the first thing I want you to tell you to do is write your vision down. You know, Habakkuk 2 talks about writing your vision down and making a plan. I want you to write your vision down. That's the first thing I want you to do. Now, when you write your vision down, I want you to be very detailed. If God says you're going to marry a man that's 6'4", 220 pounds, women, right? 6'4", 220 pounds. That's the vision you want for your life. Or God saying you're going to have a company and it's going to employ 100,000 people. Though you can't see it now, write it. Write it. Just write it. Second thing I want you to do, when you go from writing it, I want you to hang it up somewhere that you can see it there. Every single day. I have my vision boards right by my bed, and I have my dry erase board by my bed every morning. And every morning, I look at it daily. When I'm lacking motivation, I'm looking at my vision boards because I'm trying to make 1% progress every single day. 1% progress every single day. 1% progress every single day. The third thing I want you to do is I want you to speak it.
Yeah.
I want you to speak over yourself daily. You can't expect people to understand, and I'll touch on that a little bit later, but first thing I want you to do is just speak your vision. You have to believe that thing with everything inside of you. Speak it day in, day out, even when all hell breaks loose, which is going to happen if you're showing a vision. Just sorry to tell you that. All hell's going to break loose. And you gotta be willing to endure the storm. The storm is coming. I wish I could tell you that chasing purpose is just all simple and it's all easy, but it's not. It's not. All hell's gonna break loose over your life. You're gonna have so many attacks that you like, are you okay right now? Is this what you called me to do? But you gotta be willing to endure that storm to get to the promise. So, write it, speak it, write it, hang it up, and speak it. Then from there, this is the next thing that I think a lot of us struggle with. Tell somebody who you know has godly counsel, who can hold you accountable. Accountability is a big tool that will help you to the next dimension of your life. Because if it's up to you, you will get close. The vision, I can promise you, will bring you to a point where you want to quit. But you need somebody in your corner who's going to support you through thick and thin. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta speak that thing. You gotta believe. You gotta tell people who you know will give you godly counsel. Because that accountability right now in my life, I know that. And the thing is, I said this earlier, I can't preach on anything God will take me through in my life. I need accountability in certain areas of my life. Because like I said, I'll procrastinate and I'll be lazy. And accountability, I learned this a few years back. Accountability will help accent everything that you don't see that you're struggling with. True accountability will bring out parts of you that you don't even understand about yourself. People will comment on things about you, like you like, they'll tell you stuff like, you know you do this, right? You'll be like, you sure about that? And they'll be like, yeah, I see it. And you gotta be willing to accept that criticism. Because in order to break the barriers that God had designed, that you have placed in your life, you gotta have people who are willing to support you through thick and thin. And people who are going to provide godly counsel. Now back to Jonah. Have you ever thought that your purpose is not about you? It's not. In our generation, I believe we're too selfish to realize that what God's plan inside of us is not for us. There are nations, Pastor Lily said this last night, there are nations of people who are waiting for you to do what God's called you to do. If you got a podcast, start it. Is somebody listening right now who's struggling with suicidal thoughts? And you have some type of new idea that can help you break the barrier in your life. If somebody maybe struggling with depression, and you have a platform or you have some type of idea that God's given you, that's going to help that person get through. Somebody could be struggling with identity issues, and your thing that God's called you to do is the answer to that. Why are you waiting? It's quiet here. I know it's permeating this morning. It's quiet here. Why are you waiting? Are you scared? God is good spirit of fear. Pursue your passion, pursue your purpose. You know what God's called you to do. Step out in faith and break the barriers. Break the barriers. I implore you today, we gotta break the barriers, y'all. We have to break them. Because right now, we're in a season where God, He facing a storm, but He's trying to get your attention. He said, my son, my daughter, come back to me. You can't, they're not going to be able to validate you. It's in me. It is in me. I thirst for you. And you're too busy trying to go to everywhere else. And God is saying, come back. Can you hear me now? I'm Reginald Ward. Thank you.
One more time for my man Reginald Ward. That was very, very, very powerful, man. Listen, that need to be on YouTube so I can check out your new sermon, man. I appreciate you, bro. It's crazy. I remember when me and Reginald were talking. I was literally praying to God. I didn't even have speakers for the session yet. I was like, man, God, who that? Yeah. In the midst of my prayer, Reggie texted me, hey,